and I think this is something that is hard to understand, is that basically because people don't all have universal experiences in life, not everyone has the same life, of course. And so then people have different perspectives and conclusions on things. And when movies get really personal and artistic, I know artistic isn't the same thing as personal, but I'm just saying there tends to be a correlation. When movies get super personal and high quality, the problem is that it will only make sense to people who have been at some point in their life in that same wavelength. And if other people haven't had that same wavelength, then it won't make sense and it'll seem incomprehensible or pretentious. So that's an interesting one, is the term pretentious, and like as a criticism for movies. Because a lot of people will say like, oh, this artsy film is pretentious. There's a good chance it probably is, because there are a lot of pretentious artsy films. The problem is that pretentious in general mostly just means that whatever the subject was super important to that person who made it, and they view that as highly important in their life. And so the thing is that for people where that thing isn't that important in their life, or maybe it isn't important at all, they'll then say, okay, well, that's pretentious. What they really mean is that this is something that I think that you have put too much meaning on, when really this isn't something that should have almost any meaning on it. So for instance, maybe if someone made a like 3-hour epic about how important, like a 3-hour video essay or something like that, on how good McDonald's used to be and the play area and the nostalgia on it, and oh my goodness, they play some like lo-fi hip-hop music or something like that in the background and sentimental sounds, where it's like, it just, it's gone. The McDonald's playpen, the tubes and everything, we've lost this, and we've lost, a part of American society or something like that. If someone were to do a video like that, you could maybe call it pretentious, because it's like, okay, well, that's really not that important in the grand scheme of things. But for all the people that was a big part of their childhood, maybe they went to McDonald's every day, like because their parents didn't cook, they went to McDonald's every day, and so they went into the play area every day, and they met kids every day, and they made dozens of friends through that shared experience. To them, it may not actually be pretentious, like at all. It might be like, yeah, no, this is a real thing. Like a big part of childhood and society is gone because McDonald's doesn't have the play area. And so that's kind of the issue when pretentious is used as a criticism, is because really it's highly subjective. It's just kind of like, does this thing relate to you and resonate to you on a level that you think is reasonable? For instance, the ending of the movie Mirror by Tarkovsky, a movie that I really like, I think is actually kind of pretentious. It feels pretentious to me. Like the ending to the movie Mirror, there's no real spoilers for it, but I'm not gonna say too much. It feels a little pretentious because the music suddenly blasts, it gets really loud and like plays like opera music and something like that. Like a whole bunch of loud opera music, like all of a sudden, and it's blaring. And it's supposed to be telling the audience like, hey, this is a really important moment. This is like a reveal of some sort of information or something important to the main character or whatever. And about the themes of the movie. And the thing is that it doesn't feel earned. It feels like it just comes out of nowhere. And to me, when watching it, after several times, I'm like, this feels pretentious. It's like, okay, you're making this beat seem like, ooh, it's such a big